Start your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Set your alarm clock to wake up with the Coach Hale Show on ESPN Northwest Florida.
We can go to a youth sporting event, drink, and you know how they can get when they don't get their way? Man, that can create a problem.
In-depth local and college sports from expert insiders and a dash of controversy.
The day and age we live in with parents going crazy, getting in fights. I don't see alcohol making that any better.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9.
5 minutes can save your life.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
The legendary Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, home for the most popular drink specials in town and now on the beach. Enjoy 2-for-1 house margaritas and draft beer all day, every day. 10% off on Military Mondays, and Tuesdays kids eat free with an adult. Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, now with 2 locations. Back Beach next to Home Depot and Highway 77.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Back to the gap at the wall, out of here!
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub!
Hot tub. Full of water. I say hot tub.
Hot tub.
Hot tub!
Gonna get you hot tub.
Yeah!
Hot tub. Rubber dub in the hot tub. Rubber dub and me.
Rubber dub.
Stuck in the hot tub.
Yeah!
Really made me sweat.
Yeah!
Stuck in the hot tub.
Yeah!
What?
James Hale Show here, bright and early on your Friday morning, 7 a.m. James Fife here. We got Kyle. We got the coach, Jim Bob.
What's up, James?
We got somebody else here. I don't know who he is. Okay,
That
it's
guy.
Jason.
That
All right,
guy.
guys. All right. What's going on this morning? Coach Hale out right now, not feeling too well. Looks like he's going to have to go get some kind of an oil change or something. I don't know what's going on, but
Excuses,
hey, we are
excuses,
here. Exactly.
excuses.
We are
man,
here.
it's
We
gotten so
are
soft.
doing it.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
man up and block somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Get in here, coach. It doesn't matter. Get the deathbed, roll it in here. We'll do it from there. Right, guys?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
We are all here. Kyle, looking good, man.
Yeah, man.
Got
you
that
like
USA
the,
gear
you
going
like the,
on, man.
The gear, the drip that
Let's
I'm
get
wearing
it.
right
Let's
here.
go. Hold on. We're gonna line it up for the
You like
camera.
the
There we
scarf?
go. There we go.
USA, baby.
He's
Let's
ready.
represent for the World Cup.
is.
Oh, absolutely.
So what's with
I'm a fan.
I know the scarf thing is a soccer thing.
Yeah, big time.
Explain it to me, though.
I don't know. I think it's just it's kind of like a terrible towel for Pittsburgh Steelers. It's just something that they all do. A lot of them, they are violent, so they use it to strangle the other fans.
Yeah. You can also use it. You can use it as a tourniquet, I guess, if times get really desperate for you.
Exactly. But no, we got this. Got the USA soccer gear on. Today we play Australia.
That is correct. Australia. Got to be a good
today.
match. It's like what? U.S. is like 15th. Australia hanging around in
no, absolutely.
20th.
Australia beat Turkey 2-0, and we beat Paraguay 4-1. So they're in our stage. So whoever wins this guarantees a seat at the knockout round. I think the way it works is they take 2 from each stage.
Yep, 2 from each.
And then that goes to the knockout rounds. And
It's 2 from each stage, and then the best 8 that are rated third in their group, they'll also move on. So it's like half of the third place teams also get like a wild card spot or something.
Yeah, and it's interesting the way they do the point system, Coach.
Hold on a second. For the non-soccer person in the room, which would be me, how many total teams are in all this? How many nations are represented in this World Cup?
64.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. It's 64, 40, something like that. They've expanded it from the 32 that originally was. I think this is the first one for the expansion.
64 would make sense. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those. They had an expansion from 1 to 1 the last one. So just trying to get more countries in. I get it. Also getting more places to host. Not a bad thing.
It's 48 teams.
48 teams. Okay, yep. There we go. So that's why the 24 and 8.
Because
you get the you got those. Yeah. All right. So there we are. Yeah.
So we have a young stud. His name's Christian Polsnick, and he's 27 years old. The team's real young, right? They average about 23 years old. The captain's Tim Beam, he's like 38, right? Wow. But Polsnick's not going to be playing today. They just said that his left calf.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're like, you know what? Let's let him sit out. We think the boys are going to step up against Australia so he can get to the next stage.
This is going to be probably the closest game that we could have in,
I think so.
In the not knockout, but in our first round robin. I think Australia is also the group that it's basically whoever wins this game is going to get to move on, right?
Yeah,
because nobody else will be able to really catch them.
The other ones are Paraguay and Turkey.
Yeah, and they already got loss.
Yep.
And then one of them is either going to have a loss or they could have 2 draws. So basically, whoever wins this game is going to get the guaranteed into the next round. As long as they don't do something horrible in the next round, like give up 8 goals.
And Coach, I was going to tell you how the scoring system goes. It's not just wins and losses.
How does the scoring system go, Kyle? You get points for draws, obviously.
I'm glad that you asked. You get points for goals as well as goals scored against you.
Okay.
So it's kind of a collaborative.
You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, and if you're tied, then the goal differential settles who moves on and who doesn't.
Yep. It goes by a plus-minus system.
Yeah, plus.
And then there's another tiebreaker after that. I forget what it is. I think it's total goals you score as the tiebreaker after the goal differential.
Yeah, and then it's not just touchdowns and extra points over there, Coach.
Field goal.
So calm down. Stop being so excited.
Extra point attempt after the goal.
And one of the things is around here with the soccer, we like promoting it because we're one of the few places in the country that actually had one of the best soccer programs in the nation with Arnold soccer program.
Arnold's been really
Coach
good.
John Hammond, great guy, love him. National championship coach, multiple state champions. I actually had a back-to-back state championship in 24 and 25. But he has decided, earlier this year that he's going to start over at Bay High. So he took the Bay High coaching job. And, closer to the family, had that 5th kid. And probably, when you get to a point where you've done everything. Right? It's like, hey, maybe I want to go to my alma mater, which is more of a city school, right? Demographics, a little different. And you're truly starting something from scratch over there.
Have they had a team before over there?
Yeah, they've had a team. They just haven't really done anything. It's been a very long time since I think they've
really
even
good in the 90s. And
yeah, I would say
2000s,
that. Yeah,
especially the women's team, as far as I can remember, because I obviously
I know
went
the
there,
girls
so.
have had more success than the boys.
Yeah,
traditionally.
I think both of them had really good soccer programs, but it was in the 90s, 2000s. I haven't followed it up through the mid 2000s, but obviously Arnold was the
yeah. I mean, Arnold's
once Arnold opened
paramount.
up, a lot of the beach kids obviously stayed on the beach, so that kind of hurt Bay High's success too. So
I think that
excited to see what he could do there. I'm happy for my alma mater. They got
I think that's
a great group of coaches.
Great challenge, though, right?
For sure.
Try to build something from scratch. So we wish him the best of luck. Go Bay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. So
any other soccer news?
Yes. Any other soccer news? So
we'll get this out of the way.
Yeah, we'll get this out of the way. Everybody, they're saying, "Oh, Lionel Messi. He's old." Right?
What country is he from?
He's from Argentina.
Yes.
And he got the silver boot. So Mbappe from France last World Cup got the golden boot. It was France and Argentina in the finals last time. It was an incredible match, and Argentina wins on penalty kicks. Anyway, so Lionel Messi comes in. He's 37 years old, about to be 38 years old. Everybody's talking, oh, well, is he going to be able to have it? Well, he makes a hat trick against, I forget who they played. It was Algeria. And Algeria's
not bad.
A pretty good team, And so the debate has always been for the last, I'd say probably 10 years, Ronaldo, right? Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal against Lionel Messi from Argentina. Who's the better of the two? Statistically, Ronaldo actually has more goals, but everywhere else on the map, Lionel Messi has it. Well, you saw right here last week, Lionel Messi scores a hat trick. It gives him 16 goals in the World Cup. Now he is tied with the most goals in the World Cup, and Ronaldo got a big old goose egg.
Yeah.
So it's starting to show me that I think Messi has to. I mean, Pele, he's blown away his stats.
Right.
I got to say, man, we're watching the GOAT right now.
You're watching one of the guys that will be remembered for a very long time in soccer right now. And I mean, Ronaldo's also going to be remembered, but I think he's more of the Pippen to the Jordan situation here, where he's great.
That's a great analogy.
Hey, does anybody bend it like Beckham, though?
So, to be honest with you, Beckham was not a great soccer player.
Beckham was good. Yeah. No doubt. He was good
Scott
for his
Bain
time, but he was not
this Scott Bain that plays for England right now blows him away. I mean, Beckham just had the flash because, to be honest with you, he married a Spice Girl.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
Posh Spice.
Had a nice
he was more of a brand.
Right.
More of a brand than anything.
Oh, absolutely.
He was opportunist. He still was really good in about a 3-4 year span where they had some winning and some success.
I believe he's still a co-owner at LA Galaxy, so he brought a lot of stuff over here, but nowhere near what Messi's doing. And just to let you know how big Messi is in comparison to American sports, Tom Brady.
Right.
Everybody knows him in America, right? 20 million social media followers. Well, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have 3 times that.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
3 times that.
People don't understand how much soccer players at the top of the sport make. They're making 60 to 80 million a year.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Big time contracts. It's big time money over in Europe. I mean, we don't follow it as much in the United States because our best players, play basketball, football. I think that's changing a little bit. I don't ever see it maybe become overtaking football. That's just our culture.
It won't, but it will. I mean,
but you do have Messi in Miami. I mean,
it ain't going to be the prom queen, but it'll come to the dance.
Right. I think the MLS, and I know people hate when we describe it that way. I think they're ranked the 10th best professional league in the world right now, which is up from about 16th or 17th. Messi coming to Miami now. He plays a select schedule. He's like, okay, I'm playing this city, this game. He's kind of in load management at this point of his career, which is fine. I mean, but it's a big thing for the league to have those type of players, and it's elevating the quality of soccer in the United States. So. The knock on Messi has always been not winning the World Cup until
he won the World Cup.
Right, yeah. But that was the whole argument with him and Ronaldo up until, about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But he capitalized on that, got that monkey off his back, and,
he did.
If he watched the guy play, and I'm not a huge soccer fan, you can see the skill level.
And the thing that he has that he's also leading in is most assists.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that I've seen is like he always puts himself in a position to make a play. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and finish up with soccer. Last I know you guys are like fast forward.
Maybe last thing. Let's hear it.
2:00.
2:00. Yep, that's kick time.
That's when we're playing.
Yep. That is kick time. It'll be on I think Fox.
Yeah, it's on.
Not a field,
it's on Fox.
It's a pitch. By gosh,
Yeah,
it is
on the
pitch.
pitch, and it's not a
Brant
game.
there with the
it's a
I
match.
learned that at Chipley High School. That's where I learned. It's called a pitch.
It's not a game. It's a
Excuse
match,
me.
people.
It is a match.
Get it right.
Excuse me.
It's a 4-hour match where you might see 2 goals.
Maybe. We've seen a couple end in 0-0 on this one also.
No.
far.
So listen now. Come on, man.
stealing my
Germany,
thunder, Jason.
Morocco 7-1. Sweden, Tunisia 5-1. Norway, Iraq.
It just shows you
4-1.
48 teams is too much.
And we got some pretty good. England 4 to.
You can't score
versus
by gosh,
Croatia,
you can't
This is
4-2.
where college football's going.
Yeah. So anyway, that's soccer, people.
All right, so I'll pile onto the soccer thing, but this really isn't a soccer thing. It's what we're doing for soccer. So for soccer to play at Lumen Field, which they're only calling Seattle Stadium because apparently FIFA doesn't like all the sponsorship and things like that, even though FIFA takes millions of dollars from Coca-Cola a year. You know, they don't want Levi's on the outside of Levi's Stadium. Go figure.
That's funny.
But here's the thing that is getting me. And I think the NFL and not really the NFL, but the NFL Players Association has a great complaint on this one. For the FIFA World Cup to show up in some of these stadiums, FIFA said, no artificial turf. You must put real grass down. You must give us like 4 feet of actual dirt under it and everything.
Really?
So all of these stadiums, like Lumen Field right now, they are playing on real grass in that stadium that they put over the artificial turf. The NFL Players Association needs to look at this. And they need to grab onto it because we need to stop playing on this artificial turf. We need to play on some real grass. It's safer for the guys. I think it's a better product.
Looks better, but it's definitely safer. I mean, there's many studies done that of the injuries, knees, Achilles, all the stuff that happens on artificial turf. I don't understand why we still use it. I mean, the NFL always talks about player safety. Yet
all the
everything
time.
they do is in direct conflict with that.
Extend the
Let's go to
season.
35 games a year and play Tuesday, Friday games. I'm like, okay, that's really good for the health of the players, everybody.
Yeah, we can play 2 games a week. Football's not that violent. Come on, guys.
It's insane.
Yeah. And they play on turf.
Insane. And actually here in town, they're changing everything over to turf. Bozeman.
I know Bozeman's got it.
Yeah, Bozeman. They're working on it right now. They just finished Champlain for Rutherford, and then I believe it's going to go Gavilac and then Tommy Oliver.
I'll be honest with you. I was surprised that when they redid Tommy Oliver, they didn't put turf in.
Yeah.
I was very. It's like you're already spending the money. Just go ahead and do it. You know I was very surprised. But
Was that cheaper to maintain or something?
So, yeah, the upfront cost is a little more, but it's cheaper to maintain. So they're looking at it at like a 10-year kind of deal because those fields only last so long.
And to paint them, the paint stays longer, so you're doing less upkeep for paint and all that kind of stuff. So, I get why teams are going to it. I just prefer natural grass.
Right. You could cut down the overhead of that by, 80%.
Plus, if you go from soccer to football to whatever and have every season played on one field, and you get some rainy seasons, and the field gets chewed up pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's take a break. Jason, tell us what you do, my man, and we'll head into break after that.
Yeah, we got 2 locations, Max Fit on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village and in Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods. We got peptides, proteins, amino acids. We got samples. So I know a lot of people are getting on the peptide kick, but some people don't understand or know what it actually does. So I'm at the 23rd Street location every day, 2 to 7, Monday through Friday, and 2 to 5 on Saturday. So if you want to kind of get started, if you're interested in finding out more about peptides, come down there, talk to me. We've actually partnered. We have a website that you can go to, Zenfit, XENPHIT.com, where you can order, get it sent directly to your house, or we sell capsules and topical creams in the store. So come see us at either location.
All right, guys, we'll be right back after this. What are we discussing? You'll know on the other side.
Boiled seafood.
It's the Lone Star Daily Double Boil. Just open the ESPN Northwest Florida app and smash, smash, smash. that enter contest button.
It's a daily chance to win 2 $25 gift cards. Winning!
For the ultimate local seafood hookup.
Mouth-watering shrimp.
Buttery red royals.
All things crab.
Tap the app, win the eats. Get to clicking on the ESPN Northwest Florida app.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Likely thunderstorms and partly cloudy this afternoon. An evening with a high near 86 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Light sprinkles and a chance of thunderstorms tonight and a temperature of 81. About the same tomorrow, around 85 with a variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms. A possibility of thunderstorms Sunday and very warm around 86. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
Your safety and proper care of your boat in an emergency is crucial. When it comes to on-water assistance, response time is everything. And since 1996, in the Bay or on the Gulf, it's SeaTow. SeaTow's Coast Guard licensed captains are on the scene in an average of 1 hour or less. SeaTow gets members home or back to boating faster. Become a member today at SeaTow.com or call 850-234-2323.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update. Presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250-plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Braves and Brewers coming up tonight. I'm Barrett Salee, and this is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Tidal Wave Auto Spa is the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves and your go-to car wash destination all season long. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com to find a location nearest you.
Game 3 between the Braves and Giants washed out, but we have a great 3-game series for you. The Brewers 45-26, one of the best teams in baseball, coming in for 3, and you get to see one of the best pitchers in the game tonight. Jacob Misiorowski, 8-2, a 1.34 ERA, 131 strikeouts on the season, and that's about as fast as he throws his fastball too, because he brings the heat. So be ready. Great pitching matchup coming today. Hopefully the Braves can get back on track. They've lost 6 of their last 7 games, but if you're looking for a bright spot, Austin Riley, 4 for 9 in that series against the Giants. Average exit velo 105.2 for the Braves third baseman. He's staying positive about everything, so hopefully Riley can stay hot against the Miz and the Brew Crew. Braves Radio Network coverage coming your way at 6 o'clock with the Ford Leadoff Show. Game time, 7:15 across the street at Truist Park.
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And we are back. Coach James Hale Show, minus the Coach James Hale. But hey, we're professionals here. We keep the things going. We know keep it going, people. Going on here. And it's hot outside, guys. If your AC's not being cold, call Steverson Air Conditioning. They will come out. They will fix it right away. No waiting for you. They're local. They know what they're doing. Call Steverson Air Condition. Keep your house cold during this warm summer we got going.
Yeah, and this time of year, man, you got to get your capacitors checked. You know, you want to do a once-over on everything. Make sure it's running real good. So those guys will take care of you. I'm Kyle Vandergriff here, Coach James Hale Show. Give us a call at 850-215-6290 if you want to give us a shout. Hey, I got a game I want to play with y'all too, Ohio boys. All right. Let's go. A couple little multiple choice questions for some Buckeye fans here. All right, you ready, Coach?
I'm ready.
All right. Which Ohio State player is the only 2-time Heisman Trophy winner?
Oh, come on, man. Archie Griffin.
Archie Griffin.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's a little easy. A little easier. All right, which Ohio State quarterback won the 2006 Heisman Trophy?
Troy Smith.
Coach, come on.
Cleveland Glenville.
Yeah. For Ohio State people, these are slam dunks. These are layups. These are easy.
Okay.
These are like 6-inch putts right here.
Yeah.
Okay, who was the Ohio State quarterback in 2014 playoff run after J.T. Barrett was injured?
You want to take that one?
I'll take it. Cardale Jones.
Also from Glenville.
Yeah.
I'm about to make these a little harder on the next one.
He was actually the third-string quarterback because Braxton Miller was on that team at one point.
Right.
Who was the fourth-string quarterback for Ohio State in 1947?
James Hale.
I'll believe it. I'm not going to fact check that one.
Hopper Ron Cassidy, and then he took over and won the Heisman.
All right.
Man, these are all kind of easy. Maybe I need to make them harder.
Yeah, maybe if you asked an Alabama fan, they would be.
Yeah.
Which Ohio State coach famously said you win with people?
Probably Woody Hayes.
That would be Woody.
I'd say Woody, yeah. That just sounds like something Woody would say.
Woody Hayes. All right. This didn't go the way I was thinking it was going to go. All right, give us a call at 850-215-6290, ESPN Radio 104.3. All right, guys. So, college football. Okay, we love it. Everybody knows it. By the way, I want to promote something for you real quick, Jason. So we have Kim at the 8:30 hour, right?
Yeah, she's going to come in a little early, too. Kim Lee Sellers.
Yeah, Kim Lee Sellers promoting NPC Riptide. You want to tell us about that real quick?
Yeah, we got the bodybuilding show here locally on Saturday at Arnold High School. The prejudging starts at 8:30 a.m., so that's actually where all the actual decisions on who wins, who loses actually is made by the judges. So the night show is kind of like a show of, the athletes do their routines and everything else, and then they present the winners. But the morning show is actually where they decide who wins and who loses for the most part. So there's a morning show starts at 8:30. Night show starts at 5 p.m. So you can get tickets at the door. It's at Arnold High School. It's a really fun event if you've never been to one. There's a lot of great local competitors. These people pour their heart and soul into this. I mean, you got to really love bodybuilding on the local level. If you want to, it's expensive. You get nothing out of it. Maybe a trophy. I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to disrespect the shows because they do a lot for these athletes.
Well,
but
it's a discipline.
I mean, you get a trophy out of it, but you're spending a lot of money in the discipline. You train for months. You're dieting for months. I mean, these people are dedicated, and there's a lot of great athletes. A lot of professional bodybuilders come from this area. When you live next to the beach, it kind of holds you accountable. You want to get out there and look good in your bathing suit.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of great competitors around here, and we got some big-time competitors that are going to compete this weekend. So if you're in the area, they're still looking for sponsors as well, not only for this show, but for the one in October and for next year. This is also a tribute to Kim Lee's husband who died last year, Vic Sellers. We actually had him on the show.
Yeah, we had him on. I was on that.
Yeah, really
That's right.
good guy, really great
rest
for
in peace.
bodybuilding. I mean, so this is kind of a memorial for him. She took over the show this year. So
you know what I noticed about him? He was like a teddy bear, but a big mountainous.
People always
he seemed intimidating, but he was soft spoken and
people
nice.
always say this, but if Vic knew you and you knew Vic, you were his friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the type of guy you want to chill, have a beer with, talk with. You can talk about anything. I've never met anybody that walked away from a conversation with Vic and was like, "Oh, he's a bad guy." You know what I'm saying? Everybody really liked Vic, and I know people say that when people pass away just to say that about him, but that was a true thing about Vic. He was a good guy, cool dude to hang out with, talk to. We've had a lot of experience just with the shows, and you deal with each other, so really have a lot of respect for him and for Kim Lee that she took this over and just trying to make it special and for a memorial for him. But these competitors are in shape. I mean, I've seen a lot of them. They're coming into town. They come from all over the country, to be honest, to compete here. So this is a big show. So you come.
What
out
time
there.
is it at Arnold?
The morning show is 8:30 Saturday. Now, if you can't make the morning show, the night show is actually where the routines go on. That's where the hoopla goes on. So you can get out there about 5 and get your tickets at the door.
Awesome.
So you said most of the key judging's in the morning. I know literally nothing about bodybuilding.
Okay.
What exactly are the judges looking for with each of these competitors? Do they have them do something? Do they just look at the body of work, or what is it here?
So there's different classifications. So in women, you have bikini, you have figure, you have wellness, you have physique, and then you have open bodybuilding. I don't think we're going to have any women's open bodybuilding. We may have one or two, but normally you have bikini, figure, and wellness. So there's different criteria for those. So they'll run them through a couple poses. Maybe they'll have, a back pose. Maybe they'll have a front pose. Figure has different poses in the bikini. But the judges base their judging on in each individual pose. So they'll have, maybe 4 or 5 different poses that they'll have them do. They'll compare their physiques, look at their backs, In bikini, they look at glutes, hamstrings. It really comes down to your muscle fullness and leanness and balance. So it really is just basically competition on who has the best physique, really. So and they put them through a different group of posing to kind of make that determination on who. Let's say like men's bodybuilding, they'll have a back pose. Who has the best back? Legs. Who has the best legs? Chest, biceps. So they'll have different, poses to kind of accentuate those type of muscle groups and see who's the best, and they compare them. In the morning, you do the comparisons to see who has the best physique, and then the night, the individual routines go. So these people will put, maybe a 30, 45-second routine to music, and that's where they get to show off how they want to show off, and do their routine there at the night show. So the morning's the comparisons, so they'll bring them out in groups, do different poses to compare them, decide who the winner is. Night show, the competitors get to do their routines, and then the judges give away who wins first, second, third, and then there's an overall. So in bikini, you say there's 3 or 4 different classifications based on height. So the overall winner compares the winners of each class.
Oh, okay.
And then they go against each other. It kind of be like the knockout stage of the World Cup.
Yeah.
This team won Group A, this team Group B. Let's play them, see who wins, who's the best of the best.
Yeah, I like that.
So when you say they strike a pose, does everybody? So like. We're looking at the back. Does everybody have to strike the same back-looking position, or are you allowed to
there's different
have your
poses
own
for the
look to make it look better for you?
No, they're looking for a specific pose, and if you don't know how to pose, then you can be judged down because they're trying to figure out who's got the best back, and there's a way to present that they can see it.
So there's like a standard on what the pose should kind of look like.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So like, in the back pose, they're going to have to do a lat spread. And we see it a lot of times, the guys that don't, actually practice their posing that just can't hit a lat spread. They just can't feel their back for some reason, and they can't get that kind of wide look. And you may have the best back, but if you don't know how to pose and present it, it just doesn't matter. So posing is a big part of it, and practicing posing is a very big part of it. So, and most of these poses are doing the same thing, so they compare apples to apples and not apples to oranges. So,
all right. So look, before we take a break here, I got a couple more questions. All right. What was Woody Hayes' first season as Ohio State head coach?
I think 1950.
I'll go with Jim on that one.
That's about the right time period.
Close.
Yeah.
1951.
All right, there you go.
All right. Who was Ohio State's first Heisman Trophy, or who won the Ohio State's Heisman Trophy in 1950, that same year?
Vic Janowitz.
Oh, he got him, man. Okay, all right, one more. All right. Which coach no, let's see this one. Who was the Ohio State's coach immediately before Woody Hayes?
Oh, my gosh. You would have got me.
I can't remember his name. He was actually pretty successful, too.
1 minute. We got to cut commercial.
Schmidt? Francis Schmidt?
That is very close. No.
Okay.
I don't know that one.
All right. So it's Wes Fessler.
Wes Fessler. Okay.
Yeah.
I know the name. Yeah, okay.
All right, guys, we got to take a break. Before we go to commercial, if you guys want to call us, 850-215-6290.
Ron Burgundy just walked in.
215-6290.
Ron is here.
He will join us. Stay classy, San Diego.
Smells like mahogany and bourbon.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a break here. Kyle,
Coach, you smell like bourbon.
It's normal. It's normal. Kyle, tell us what you do, man.
All right, here at TK Vandy, we're a general contractor. We also focus on roofing, commercial as well as residential. If you get a letter in the mail, right, and let's say insurance company's coming to you and they're going, hey, guys, you're going to have to get this thing replaced or we can't renew the policy, right? Typically, they won't renew it the next year, so they give it to you, within about 8 to 10 months. Give us a call, 866-9908. Give us a shout. We'll help you out with TK Vandy, general contracting and roofing. We'll be back after this.
Florida State coming up next.
Lock it in and rip the knob off. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has turned up the power.
I'm getting an Archie, Squad Captain.
From Port St. Joe to Panama City to Fort Walton Beach, the biggest sports signal in the Panhandle.
If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Patrick with Turf Pro Pest Control. Do you want a great-looking lawn? Call Turf Pro. We will come out to your property and make a customized plan for your lawn. Then we will do the most important part, execute that plan. Turf Pro is a locally owned and operated company. We take pride in making your lawn beautiful. Call Turf Pro. You will love your lawn. The blue and yellow trucks make your lawn green. Find us on Facebook at Turf Pro PC.
It's time to take your season to the next level when the Jaguars return to the bank in 2026. Become a season ticket member and unlock exclusive access to ticketed events, members-only experiences, NFL membership club perks, and more. Availability is limited due to in-bowl renovations, so don't wait. Call 904-633-2000 or visit jaguars.com/season tickets to secure your spot at the center of the action. We'll see you at the bank this fall.
Your safety and proper care of your boat in an emergency is crucial. When it comes to on-water assistance, response time is everything. And since 1996, in the Bay or on the Gulf, it's Seatow. Seatow's Coast Guard licensed captains are on the scene in an average of 1 hour or less. Seatow gets members home or back to boating faster. Become a member today at seatow.com or call 850-234-2323.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Master, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
Florida State. Florida State. Let's go, baby. Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! All right, guys, let's get rolling with what we got going on. See, this is how you know it's a great fight song. They teach you how to spell. Florida State.
Woo! What other fight song teaches you how to spell? This is an educational fight song.
Let's go.
Good thing it's not Tennessee or Massachusetts or something.
This is Florida State segment. It's brought to you by Newbies. Man, we love John and Charlotte. They're some great people. They got 4 locations. 4 or 3? 4? Yeah, they got 4 locations because the new one's in St. Andrews. Visit them. They're good people, man.
Chill out with them.
Need a nice little cocktail or a little brew over at Booze and Brews. Jason likes going there.
It's close to my house, so I can walk home.
We go there and play darts sometimes. Yeah. You don't want to see me in darts, bro.
I will.
Yeah, I am El Darte.
Are you?
Okay. They call me the El Darte.
Do you get to wear that scarf when you play?
I do, man. Okay. I do it and I asphyxiate.
That's what you get for winning. You get the scarf.
You get the scarf.
Yeah, you get the scarf.
We'll play
you will not take my scarf from me.
We're playing for the scarf, baby.
You will not touch me scarf.
Sold.
Do we have somebody online?
Mike.
Mike.
Me llama Miguel.
Hola.
Mexico advances.
How are you doing today, sir?
Muy bien.
Bien.
Got a question for Coach Jim Bob there.
Okay, go ahead.
What Ohio president was named? Was in the dirtiest election of the 19th century.
Well, give me that one again. What now?
What president from Ohio was in the crookedest election of the 19th century?
I would say Ulysses Grant or James Garfield.
No, man, it's Rutherford B. Hayes.
Oh, yeah, Rutherford Hayes. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Who's the crookedest president of the first half of the 20th century?
That would be Warren Harding.
Yeah. Can you spell his middle name?
No, it's Gamaliel or something but I don't know how to spell it.
That is correct, and I don't really care either. but that's an ascot he's got around his neck. It's not a scarf.
Hey,
that's what they say.
There's a high school. There's a Warren G. Harding High School. That's where Paul Warfield went.
I know there is.
That's where
he's from Blooming Grove.
And
I think.
Maurice Claret went there too. Warren G. Harding High School.
Yes. Maurice Claret, he was rehabilitated after he tried that armed robbery and brought in in the middle of the night, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, the co-ed came out and hugged him and said, Maurice! He had a gun in his hand. Anyway.
He did his time. He's a different person now, thank goodness.
He is, just like Sorsby will be eventually.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking my call. Y'all have a happy
Hey, Mike, are you going to watch the
weekend.
game today? The match?
The match?
Yeah, 2 o'clock against Australia.
I didn't download my my Fox One or whatever it is, so I'm not going to watch.
FS1.
I think it's FX actually. I don't mean to
It's one of the Fox,
advertise for the other guys.
Networks.
You know, I'm more interested a little bit in the college baseball, which belongs to that small network up there in Bristol that y'all use.
Tiny network. Never heard of it.
Tiny, never have. Yes, the Evanston Syracuse Propaganda Network is what I call it. Anyway, they have good stuff that I just turn down the sound sometimes. Anyway, y'all have a great one. One last thing. Who's going to win the U.S. Open?
A golfer.
Probably Scheffler.
Thank you. A golfer. I tell you.
Probably Scotty.
Pardon me. If I kill all the golfers, they're going to put me in prison. Who said that?
That was me.
That was a guy from Illinois. Anyway, y'all have
thanks
a great
for
one.
the fraud question.
Yeah, right. Well,
Mike.
Hey, Tricolores, man, they're playing well. They're already advanced to the knockouts.
Yeah.
Viva.
Yeah, Mexico's doing good.
Viva Mexico. All right, I'm just not pulling for Canada, though. All right.
Good call.
Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, Mike. All right, let's head coach for the Florida State update.
Okay,
Jim?
let's get to the Florida State stuff. I'm going to jump around a little bit. I got some Florida State stuff. Let's talk about some neither here nor there kind of Florida State stuff.
Okay.
The first one is Florida State and Georgia agreed to play a game in 2028 in Nashville. They were going to have home and away, and then they got rid of that in 27-28. We can't agree to play, home and away. But they did agree to play in Nashville in 2028. That's Florida State and Georgia. Okay? Issa Torres, who's the all-everything shortstop for the Florida State softball, did in fact sign with Texas because she's from like 30 minutes from Austin's campus, So I looked yesterday and I looked this morning. I was wondering, how much money did they offer? But there's no details, so chances are it's a lot. But she's really good. She's like a 3-time All-American, Player of the Year. I mean, we talked 16 hits in a row.
I mean, I get it. She lives, 40 minutes down the road?
Yeah.
Too?
So, I mean, it made sense. Yeah, I'm glad she went to Texas and not Texas Tech. Texas Tech is just they kind of on my bad list for a while now. But
yeah.
But anyway, but she's going to Texas. All right. Yesterday, I'm a Cleveland Indians fan, Cleveland Guardians fan, and one of their best pitchers this year is a Florida State guy. His name is Parker Messick.
Yeah.
He won. He's 7-3 now, and I had no way of knowing this. I saw it late last night. I said I got to remember to mention it today. The guy he was pitching against to start a game for the Brewers is also a Florida State guy. His name is Shane Drohan, Drohan, who was about 3 years older than Messick. Messick got the win, so that's a good thing for Indians fans out there. So
that's right, Coach. Indians fans, you will never hear me say Guardians. I'm sorry, not happening. Bro.
Parker Messick is 7-3 now. Okay,
that's great.
You're going to get
rookie,
canceled.
Doing a great job.
Cancel me. I don't care.
But the best news, there's been so much negative stuff with Florida State for football. I mean, for everything. They finally got some good news. If you remember early, the first game this past football season, one of their players is taking his family home to Havana, up by Tallahassee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
He's in the wrong place in the wrong time. His name's Ethan Pritchard. Yeah. He's a linebacker, freshman. He got shot in the head. Yeah. Okay? Obviously, issues. He was in the hospital for like 3-4 months, rehabilitating and all this, that, and learning how to walk, talk, feed himself, the whole shebang. Well, I actually saw the little clip. he is able to walk now. Now he's not real sturdy.
Yeah.
But he can walk a little bit. He kind of has to hold on to, like chairs. It's not completely unaided, but it's not with a walker at all. He was able to walk. Just the fact that he can do anything is remarkable.
That's awesome.
So that's good news. With 19, 20 years old, whatever he was, he got shot in the head for something. Not that it would be good if he was. He did deserve it, but
right.
I mean, completely innocent. I mean, just taking his family home and get crossfired and get shot. So that was good news. So that's pretty much it for Florida State, unless you got something there, Dr. Vandergriff.
Well, I mean, there's breaking news, and I wanted to hold it.
Lay it on us.
We still suck.
That's not breaking. That's been known for a while.
All right, so you guys already knew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag, huh? Dang it.
But you get a chance at Alabama again this coming year.
Yeah.
You got a setback for a comeback.
Yeah, so I think Florida State this year is going to be the year of creating upsets for somebody else. I don't think we're going to have a great year. I just think we're going to be able to upset somebody else's good year.
But that's a good thing, right? I mean, you got to hang your hat on something right now.
It is. I think we're going to be the App State. I think we're going to be the App State this season. We're going to probably upset two people, and then we're going to lose to Boston College.
Man, you got to kick your fandom, man. Everybody's 0-0. Y'all are winning a national title this year. What are you talking about?
Number one, baby.
Everybody talks smack this time of year. I mean, you guys are the off-season
how about
champions.
no, Scott?
Mike Norvell's back, offensive coordinator. I don't know, however you feel about that.
He's
going to run Gus Malzahn's offense and has his players running his offense, so that should work out well. It's been a rough go for Florida State.
It has been.
In all sports. And I feel bad for their fans because they have some great fans. Obviously, a lot live here. But baseball missing out on the College World Series. Softball, missing out. I mean, brutal.
Yeah.
Especially the way baseball lost. I mean, football just hasn't, done what it's supposed to do over the last few years. Missing out because Alabama is corrupt.
We don't mean to be.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you though. I wrote this down right here, man. We're live by the portal, die by the portal. You can't rent a locker room culture forever. You got to build it from high school.
We talked about that for about 2 years.
That's true.
When the DJ came in and it just went from a really good season to 2-10. I mean that's very hard to do, and that's a lot about the culture and. When the guys lose, that's when you really see their character. Everybody's
or
happy.
Lack of.
Yeah. Everybody's gung ho and happy when you're winning.
And I really thought that Mike Norvell, he was convinced, okay, this is it. We got the formula, and I think he was blown away just like everybody else that we just couldn't pull away any wins. Just couldn't make it happen.
I think they did have a formula. The problem was when everybody else with bigger money found out the formula, they became back of the line, and now everybody's attacking the portal for offensive linemen, defensive linemen, elite quarterbacks, and they just didn't have the money. And I don't think they have the money right now to be able to compete with the big guy, big dogs. So. We'll see if that changes. I think they need to join the Big Ten or SEC. They need that money coming in, those bigger checks. I don't see what they're going to do in the ACC, but we'll see. Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, we're going to take a break. Give us a call at 850-215-6290. We'll take your call before we have Jeff Spiegel at 8 o'clock. ESPN Radio 104.3, Coach James Hale Show.
Big thanks to Newbies for the FSU update.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Real local winners.
Hey, this is Buckeye Don from Panama City, and I just won $50 to the Lone Star Boil House in the Lone Star Daily Double Boil, just for listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. All I can say is go Buckeyes!
Keep listening to Win on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Likely thunderstorms and partly cloudy this afternoon, an evening with a high near 86, and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Light sprinkles and a chance of thunderstorms tonight, and a temperature of 81. About the same tomorrow, around 85, with a variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms. A possibility of thunderstorms Sunday, and very warm around 86. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Dad never had a loud kind of love. It was steady. It was showing up. It was letting you know I've got you without saying a word. This Father's Day, give him something he can wear every day with pride. At Coin and Bullion Reserve's Fine Jewelry on the corner of East Avenue and 15th Street, we'll help you find a piece that says thank you in a way that goes beyond simple words. For the man who held it all together, hold on to him.
No one wants to deal with a plumbing, electrical, or HVAC emergency. It's even worse when you're not sure what it'll cost, when it'll get fixed, or if someone's just selling you something. When you call Hiller, you can trust our experts to actually solve your home's problems quickly. And with true transparency pricing, you know the price you're told is the price you'll actually pay. Book online now at happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all.
Winning.
The Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And the Coach James Hale Show back on the air.
Yeah, he's back, but he ain't feeling good. Y'all were talking about FSU, and I maybe think of this thing. They had a article, and they were talking about just not feeling well, the vibes of the programs that were in bad shape. They ranked 4 of them, and the number 1 was FSU. Number 4 was Clemson, with all the talk about Dabo Swinney on the hot seat. It just doesn't feel right. They can't get it right. They bring in new coaches. They bring in old coaches. The vibes there going into the season are not where it needs to be. Then they talked about Texas Tech, how they don't have a quarterback. The whole country hates them. This was before the
Sorsby went to the
this was even before then. And now, as we all know, that's probably the most hated program in college football right now.
Yeah.
And number 3 was
100%.
Iowa State. They talked about the head coach gone to Penn State. Half the team went with him, and they had to replace a lot of players, new coaching staff there. The vibes there are not good. But the number 1 most negative feeling program out there with the worst vibes is Florida State. They feel like they wanted to fire the guy. They don't have the resources to fire him. Talking about the recruiting, the coaching staff, the quarterback play, everything coming out of Tallahassee is the most negative of any school in the country. Do y'all agree with that?
100%, Coach. 100%.
Yes.
I mean, that big dumb contract. Thanks University of Alabama and Nick Saban for that.
Yeah.
I mean that was completely y'all's fault.
Texas, same thing they did as Texas coach. He got that big raise when Alabama came sniffing there. But the thing with Texas, they don't care. If he didn't win,
Florida State doesn't have the resources Texas got.
Right.
Texas got everything in the world. We got $300 million debt on a renovated stadium that is.
They just bought
not as great
Sarkisian, a team that if he loses 3 games, I don't know. You went out and get Coleman. You went out and get the 2 best running backs in the portal. I mean, you went out and got him offensive linemen, defensive players. I mean, you literally bought him a national championship team. And we're going to find out quick, week 2 against Ohio State at home. I mean, you got Arch Manning, the Heisman favorite again, which makes me laugh a little bit, I don't know if he's that good.
Yeah, but once again, it goes back to resources. That's one thing that Florida State and the ACC doesn't have. If the Florida State joins the Big Ten, then we start having more resources because we're getting part of the wealth.
$80 million a year instead of 40.
We don't have that, and we don't have big donors.
And when you talk about 80 versus 40, you may think that's not a big deal for 1 year.
It's a
Over a
huge deal.
10-year period, that's $400 million that you can pour into your program. So that's a huge number.
For me, I'm not really a Florida State fan per se. I moved to Florida, midlife. But, they were always good. I can't think of any – you say, who plays on Florida State right now? I couldn't tell you one player. Not one.
That's a good point.
I follow the punter.
Not one.
I only know one player.
He's great on
that's
TikTok.
Because I follow Texas, and I think it's Deuce Robinson. Did he come from USC or Texas?
USC.
Okay, then I don't even know him very well.
Deuce Robinson. Oh, Ashton Daniels.
I could remember those players from
The transfer,
from
that's
the
all we know.
90s and early
Yeah.
2000s on Florida State. You know,
They were the face of college football, basically.
Half their roster, I could tell you
Yeah,
who they are right now.
exactly.
I don't know the first player.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't. Not one.
Well,
Great point.
To his point, take money out of it. Would Mike Norvell still be the coach if this was the 90s and a normal, without NIL?
No.
Without
No.
Absolutely not. He'd been fired 2 years ago after 2-10 season. So he's kind of a dead man walk. That hurts recruiting. That hurts ticket sales. Are you going to spend $50,000 for season tickets?
I mean, it's crazy, bro.
Would you do that with this team that's coming up next year?
No.
I mean, and that's going
to
hurt.
save your seat was $10,000 before you even bought the tickets or did the booster. To save your seat was $10,000 a seat.
What?
$10,000 a seat.
Yeah,
or
in
you
that
got
new spot that they
reshuffled.
really did.
Florida
Yeah.
State?
It was
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yes.
And
That's
at
why
the end of
we
the day,
no,
you're buying a
not doing
product. And are you going to spend $10,000 on that product, knowing you're going into the season that 6-6 is probably the ceiling?
Yeah, bro. The cornroll energy is gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, dog.
Let me ask you this, guys. We went over this yesterday. They said this are coaches that are on the hot seat. They will be fired, when they'll be fired, or maybe they'll be saved. And again, back to FSU, Coach Norvell. He'll be fired. This is what they predict. He'll be fired after the Miami game. That he'll be fired on October 18th. That's that one prediction.
Bro, that is a.
Well, think about it. You got SMU, week
Yeah.
1, Louisville, Miami, Alabama. If that is 4 losses, they feel like they'll fire him that Sunday.
That's some AI predictability right there.
I think they're going to eat it for the rest of the season and just kind of vent every option out there because you already committed to him for this season. Firing him mid-season, to me, just.
But James pointed out, though, that gives them a jump on bringing somebody else in.
Yeah.
They'll be one of the first schools to have an opportunity.
No, that makes total sense.
Well, they don't have
Kinda
to
like
fire
Penn
him to
State
do that.
did.
That's my point.
Yeah.
They've already eaten the season. I think at the end of the year, his buyout gets even less.
It does.
They're
It
going
does.
to eat that, and I'm sure there's going to be back channels and figuring out who's interested in the job. I thought they missed a huge opportunity with James Franklin. If you look at what he's doing at Virginia Tech in recruiting, you could have had that. And at Florida State,
And I think he was waiting for that job.
100%. And Florida State has as much money as Virginia Tech. Let's be honest.
Well, also too, let's think about this. Florida State can also drag out the payments of what they pay Norvell, right?
Right.
And
it
then
depends on what the contract says.
I'm sure if he gets fired in a certain amount of time, I'm sure they drag it out for 10 years.
Right.
And he'll make a salary of $5 million or whatever it is for those 10 years until he gets a new job, which may not be as much, but let's say it's half. Say he's making, I don't know, $4 million a year somewhere. Then, the farther they kick the can down the road and drag it out, the less they bleed.
So in his contract, is that in there that if he gets another job, they don't have to pay him? Because the DeBoer contract, even if he got another job, they have to pay him the full amount of his contract.
Are you sure about that?
100%. I'm sure about that one. That's what I was shocked about.
See, I don't think that's the way it is for Norvell.
Well, that's good for them, but I was very.
I could be wrong.
I mean,
I don't know.
Hey, let me
offset is
let
what
me
they
ask you
call it.
this,
Jimmy
Jack,
Sexton, maybe, right?
And Jim, y'all know about the Big Ten, and Lou Fickle was on this also. They said they're going to fire him after the Iowa game. They left him. Why would they fire him then? I mean, it's kind of like FSU. I don't think they want to dish out all that money at one time.
Yeah.
They've kept him this long, but they're predicting after the Iowa game he's gone. He'll be out. They open up with Notre Dame.
The problem with Wisconsin, you could hire Newt Rockne there, and they're not going to win. Wisconsin was always a program that found underrated 3 low 4-star guys and developed them. Their offensive lines they developed, running backs they found those kind of diamonds in the rough. NIL nowadays, you can go buy the best player, whether he's a freshman, junior, sophomore, and they don't have the money to compete. They're in that Florida State kind of situation. So I think they've spent a little bit of money. They've landed a couple of big-time recruits this year. I think they're in the top 10 in the Big Ten in recruiting, which is not saying
So
a whole
you
lot.
don't think they're going to let him go?
If he goes 6-6, he's gone. If he goes,
But after the season, not after the Iowa game.
Not after the Iowa game.
Jim, what do you think?
I don't think they'll fire him mid-season, but when they went to that spread stuff at Wisconsin, it's like I said to myself, what are they doing? Because when I was growing up, like in high school and college, they were terrible.
Yeah.
And then Barry Alvarez got in there, did all the stuff you talk about, put the running in and they got to be really good for a long time, playing pretty much the same formula every year, regardless of who the coach was. They did it the same way, and it's like then they got away from it. It's like, why are you doing this? You're never going to be able to outspend the people that get all the fancy athletes like Ohio State has, or USC has, or Alabama. You're never going to be able to do
spend $5 million on a quarterback, $2 million on wide receivers.
You're not.
They're not going to do that.
And
you can't run a spread and be successful in the Big Ten without that type of
Wisconsin.
investment.
Now, here's the other big. This article had 4 guys when they would be fired and who would not be fired. Wisconsin was one, Maryland was the other, Florida State, and Baylor. Now let's go to Loxley. They said he'll be fired after the Wisconsin game. You know, they got.
So which one's going to get fired, Fickle or Loxley?
Well, that's what they said. That Virginia Tech, they're going to lose that. They're going to lose UCLA, at Nebraska, at Ohio State, Illinois. They said they were going to fire him. That's what they predict. They'll fire him after the Wisconsin game.
I could see that because I think Maryland's a sleeping giant. They got Under Armour money. That's where Under Armour was developed. It's kind of like a Nike versus Under Armour school. Maryland should be way better. I think if they got the right coach in there, they could be a little bit of a sleeping giant.
And the only one that they said that's on the hot seat that will keep his job is Baylor, David Miranda. They think they'll go 6-6, 5-7.
And they'll keep it.
They'll keep him one more year.
Yeah.
And they got a new AD there, so I'm not sure I believe in that.
I don't believe that either. I mean, if 5-7 and 6-6 is your goal, then you might as well not even play.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kyle.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We have Jeff Spiegel coming up at 8 o'clock.
Yep, right up next.
Jeffrey.
Alabama update.
Jeffrey. He's the man, the myth, and the legend, people. The man, the myth, and the legend. We'll have him back. ESPN Radio, 104.3, Coach James Hale Show.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, Rob, guess what?
What? Real local winners.
You won the Lone Star Daily Double Boil.
Come on, man.
Are you ready to crush some seafood?
Yes, I am.
You ready to eat like a local?
I always do.
You got $50 to the Lone Star Boil House just for listening on the ESPN Northwest Florida app, Rob.
That's fantastic.
Keep listening to Win on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Likely thunderstorms and partly cloudy this afternoon, an evening with a high near 86, and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Light sprinkles and a chance of thunderstorms tonight, and a temperature of 81. About the same tomorrow, around 85, with a variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms. A possibility of thunderstorms Sunday, and very warm around 86. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
360-degree protection of your home, 365 days a year, one low monthly price.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control offers an affordable program that provides our customers with peace of mind. Brock 365.
We like bundling pest control with termite protection for a low monthly payment. We couldn't be happier with the results. Most treatments are done outside, and we haven't had any issues in over 3 years.
Call us today for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Back to the gap at the wall, out of here!
Ready to unlock the science behind a healthier mind? Register today for the 4th annual STEM Mental Summit, hosted by the United Hands Project. Discover mental wellness through science, tech, engineering, and math with fun workshops, free food, and great giveaways. It's completely free for youth ages 10 to 24. Join us June 22nd through the 25th at Gulf Coast State College and June 27th at FSUPC. Sign up now at theunitedhp.org. That's theunitedhp.org.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels studio.
They got something that money couldn't buy.
I was noticing when you come down the stairs that you've got pretty legs.
All right, I'll tell you a story without a happy ending.
Y'all following this?
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Kyle, this is not the most beautiful fight song ever written. This makes my day when I hear that.
You know, it's up there with Canon D minor and Beethoven's Sixth Symphony.
It's like Elvis and Suspicious Minds. I mean,
it's
no
up there.
difference.
It is.
All right, let's bring him on right now.
The man,
the myth, the legend, Jeff Spiegel. Good morning, Jeff.
Jeffrey.
How are y'all?
Hey, I want you to know I came in here just to visit with you. I've had an episode last night like I did in Birmingham when I was there.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. I got to go figure out what's happening, but I'm gonna let Kyle run and do it with. But a couple of things I want to talk to you about. Alabama baseball. We were really proud that they got there because I didn't expect them to be there, to be honest with you. But very disappointed in performance when they got there. But should we just be happy they got there? I mean, even like Troy.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody really thought they would be there. I didn't. And they got there. Mm-hmm. And then I watched the performance last game. You're disappointed. I think this is the fan in me. But shouldn't we be really proud of both those schools?
Yeah, I mean, no one likes to get beat 9-0 and 14-2. I mean, no one enjoys that. So I think there were some people that were disappointed in the way they performed, when they went to Omaha. But my goodness, I mean, you're talking about an Oklahoma team that's playing better than anybody in the country right now. I mean, no one's even touching those guys right now, and I expect them to sweep North Carolina and win the championship. And then Texas, pretty hot themselves. They made it to the semis. So when you get to Omaha, man, it's just like that's the best of the best. And I think having not been there since 1999 and what he took over 3 years ago was a program that was just shell-shocked by, the scandal that Bohannon left behind, that it's an incredible achievement that they got there, and I think Alabama fans should be proud of that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hey, Jeff, I wanted to ask you a question. I've been thinking about this. You've been in the game a long time. One of the most recognizable TV personalities in all of Alabama, man, myth, and legend. And the Southeast people.
National.
Who's the most interesting coach that you've ever interviewed?
Oh, that's a really good
question. Like somebody
question.
you were like.
You don't have to say me, Jeff. You
besides
you can say somebody else. Yeah.
No, I mean, I think back at all the SEC media days that I went to, and obviously, being at a Nick Saban press conference was an experience in itself. Every Monday when you went, you felt like you learned something. Now he would dress down some media guys, but you left. He'd always say stuff that you'd leave and you'd go, you know what? I don't play for him, but I think it'd be cool to play for him.
Yeah.
Because he just motivated me like to have a better Monday,
Well, that's if you look at him compared to all the other coaches and I'm doing this from a social media standpoint, he has millions upon millions upon millions of views of his motivational stuff that he'll do at a press conference. Like the one with the defensive lineman that they told him to kick off the team, and he didn't. And then he comes back, Islam was his name, I think. And he's a doctor, or no, had a kid that went to Princeton, became a doctor.
Yeah.
Right. Just amazing things, and he uses analogies and he breaks it down. Such an interesting guy, but it proves that he's very captivating because of all the different interests with his motivational speeches.
I want to know, did you ever interview Coach Bryant?
No, never interviewed Coach Bryant. Met Coach Bryant one time, and didn't think I was going to get my hand back because his hands were like so huge.
Yeah,
got to shake his hand. But I don't even know like how that. It was just we passed each other like he was leaving the media room. I was outside the media room, and I don't know. I just took an opportunity to introduce myself and shake his hand. So I'm really glad I did. But that was, I mean, what an amazing man, he was. What an amazing coach. And, I'm sure there's so many people in the media who have great stories about him.
I'm glad that Kyle brought this up because it made me think of something else. I shared it, too. I don't know if you two have seen it yet. It was cool, like Woody Hayes and Bo Schembechler were together, and it looked like in somebody's house, and they were being interviewed. And they were talking about the Bo's upset of Woody's probably the greatest team ever, 1960. I think it was 1969. And they were talking like, I mean, they were just like, you could tell they loved each other, that they were close. It was really cool. And I like that kind of stuff. You're talking about that, like the kind of question you asked about that. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Were they doing it in like a 30-30 ESPN thing?
It was just just them two there in a house, and there was one. I don't even see the guy asking the question.
Sort, maybe like a celebration.
Yeah, it was just like us sitting around now.
Maybe a fundraiser.
Oh, really? So it wasn't like a documentary?
No. They were actually just there together. Maybe it was a trophy presentation of some sorts, but they were just kind of kicking it with each other, and
you could just tell they really had a lot of respect for one another.
Yeah, genuine.
Yeah, but it was cool. Woody Hay goes. He goes, yeah, when you're on top for so long, and you got to guard that. He said, Michigan had lost a couple teams that weren't very good. And Bo's sitting there, and he was just being honest. He just told him exactly what he thought. And Woody and Bo goes, it was the greatest team I think I've ever seen, and we beat them.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
It was kind of cool.
Because I think they won it in '68, and that team came back, had a lot of juniors and seniors on that '69 team.
Pretty much the whole team was back.
Yeah. So.
And that really made Bo Schembechler. I mean, he won that game. He became the stud overnight.
Because people don't realize Bo Schembechler never won a national championship.
Nope, sure did.
And as great of a coach as he is, that's the one stigma about him that kind of follows him around when you talk about the greatest coaches of all time.
Hey, how was Stallings? Did you enjoy interviewing Stallings?
Loved him. I'm on the Rainbow Omega board of directors. That's a place in East Tioga, Alabama that Gene Stallings is very fond of. It's a place that takes care of physically and mentally challenged adults when the parents can really no longer take care of them.
Yeah.
And there's a place out there that just does like amazing work with them, and Gene Stallings is very close to that. So he came to IMC a fundraiser dinner one year, and we just I got to talk to him and interviewed him up there, and probably about a 20-minute kind of thing. It was called An Evening with Gene Stallings, and he couldn't have been any more gracious and nice. He was incredible.
Yeah, he sounds just like Coach Bryant when he talks.
He does. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one of the greatest upsets in the national championship game.
Legacy.
I remember that Miami team came in. Nobody thought Alabama had a chance, and they blew them off the field.
I was at that game. That was incredible.
That was an incredible game.
Yeah, I want to shift gears to Pat Dye. I think Coach Dye is one of the top recruits Alabama ever had. He got Wilbur Jackson there, all those great. He got a lot of those really good black players Alabama back in the early to mid '70s. But I got to meet him when he was at Auburn, and he kind of reminded me of Coach Bryant too. I mean, he was very honest, but gracious. Just a good person. You can tell he was a really good person. I told the story yesterday when we had a running back, Harry Mose, and Harry committed to Alabama, and not Ray Perkins. Who was after Ray? Georgia Tech guy. Bill Curry was the coach. And Harry, we had Pat Sullivan, Bud Casey, and Coach Dye flew in. I had to pick him up. And Jeff, I had a van from the mayor, his wife. She let me borrow the car because there's a little bitty airport that they had to fly that Auburn plane into. And I picked him up in there, and she had decorated all Gator stuff in there. Well, Coach Guy got in the car. He looked. He saw this Florida stuff in there and kind of looked at me. I said, Coach, it's the mayor's wife. They're trying to harass you. They knew you were coming. And he just started laughing about it. He thought it was cool. He laughed about it. Cool, no big deal. But Bud had told me before. He said he was concerned. I said, what's going on, He goes, well, hell, I know you love Alabama. He goes, Coach Dye, when he's on, there's nobody better, but he ain't always on. Well, I tell you what, that night he was on because that's one of the best speeches I ever heard. I was ready to go play at Auburn for him. He was incredible.
Yeah.
Coach Spurrier, Jim and I have dealt with Coach Spurrier. He's good too now. He's a good man too.
Yeah.
But Bobby Bowden, go ahead.
I was going to say that, Bobby Bowden, because I went to both camps.
Yeah, I was going to say Pat Dye had one of the best quotes I've ever heard when he was introduced as Auburn's coach. They asked him how long it was going to take for him to beat Alabama, and he said 60 minutes.
It's a good quote.
That was really good. That was a good one.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, what's the craziest Iron Bowl that you ever covered?
Oh, wow. Well, I was not there for the 2013 game. So I can't.
Is that the
run? And that's the reason it happened. You weren't there.
Right.
That's where Auburn ran it all the way back.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
Yeah. Quick story about that. I was on the set, and we were doing a 6 o'clock news, and the game, the game's like in the final stages or whatever, and they're talking to me in my ear, the people in the booth, and they're saying, because I got to give a score update at the end of the newscast, and I feel silly for doing it because no one's watching me. I mean, everybody's watching the game, Yeah. So I'm trying to find out what's happening in the game, and then the director comes in my ear, talks in my ear, and he says, Alabama tried a field goal. Auburn returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And then I yell at him, and I go, come on, man, I'm not kidding. Tell me what really happened.
Oh my God!
But that's a true story. No, the craziest one I've ever been to was the very first college football game I ever covered as a media person, and that was the '85 game, the Van Tiffin kick.
Wow, that was crazy.
The
hell, they had tornadoes all over around Birmingham, didn't they?
No, that was '83. That was the '83 game.
Yeah.
But in '85 was the one where the lead changed hands 4 times in the fourth quarter, and then Greg Richardson, the famous call by Paul Kennedy, get out of bounds, Greg, and then he gets out of bounds at the 35, and then Van Tiffin comes in there and kicks the 52-yard field goal. And then if you'll go back and you'll listen to the radio play-by-play, and you got to be able to find it somewhere. But Doug Layton and Paul Kennedy are doing the play-by-play, and Paul Kennedy, the play-by-play guy, Doug Layton, the color guy, and Paul Kennedy goes, "It's good," and Doug Layton goes, "It's good," and then they go back and forth like 6 times. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. But I mean, that press box was shaking. I thought the press box was just going to fall down and collapse because it was just so loud and crazy in there.
And that was Shula that threw that pass.
Yeah, Mike Shula was the quarterback. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And who was the head coach? Ray Perkins.
Ray Perkins was the head coach.
Did you ever interview Ray Perkins? He wasn't the friendliest guy in the world.
Ray Perkins. I did a. We used to be able to do phone interviews with these guys, and I was working in radio there, and so I was working at WACT radio, and I was lucky enough to, I guess, come up on the list, and I was going to get a phone interview with him. So they put me on the phone with him, and so we chit chat for a little bit, and then I asked him a question. It was obvious that the interview was starting, but I didn't tell him that the interview was starting. So I asked him the first question, then he started answering it, and then he interrupted me and he goes, "Are we recording now?" And I said, "Yeah, Coach, we're rolling." He goes, "Well, you know what? It'd be great if you'd tell me when we're recording. I mean, that'd be a professional thing to do if you would tell me when we're starting to record." And so I go, "Coach, I'm sorry. I apologize." Click. He hung up on me.
Hey, Jeff, can you hold on for the next segment so we can talk to you about Auburn?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. ESPN Radio 104.3, Coach James Hale Show. Give us a call, 215-6290. We're going to take a break.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Randy.
Real local winners.
Hey, Randy, do you know how to crush seafood like a local?
Yes.
You won the Lone Star Daily Double Boil, Randy.
Outstanding. Woohoo! That's exciting. I love shrimp and scallops and anything crab. Thank you.
Keep listening to Win on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Likely thunderstorms and partly cloudy this afternoon, an evening with a high near 86, and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Light sprinkles and a chance of thunderstorms tonight, and a temperature of 81. About the same tomorrow, around 85, with a variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms. A possibility of thunderstorms Sunday, and very warm around 86. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Hey man, what's Hard Rock Bet giving new players?
If you win your first $5 bet, you get $150 in bonus bets.
$750? ¿Cuánto? Oh, was that Ronaldinho? Sounds like his first bet scored.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New customers bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Ready to unlock the science behind a healthier mind? Register today for the 4th annual STEM Mental Summit, hosted by the United Hands Project. Discover mental wellness through science, tech, engineering, and math with fun workshops, free food, and great giveaways. It's completely free for youth ages 10 to 24. Join us June 22nd through the 25th at Gulf Coast State College and June 27th at FSUPC. Sign up now at theunitedhp.org. That's theunitedhp.org.
If aliens showed up tomorrow and said, take us to your leader, you'd bring them to the Coach James Hale Show.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
That's another great fight song right there, buddy. Beef O'Brady's Lynette. You want to have a great time today. Get out Beef O'Brady's. Watch the World Series there. Pat comes in
Commissioner
quite a bit.
Pat. Yeah, he does. He's looking good, feeling good. So, we've helped him out. And obviously, you got to put in the work yourself. So
he stays pretty active, too. He's on the golf course a lot.
Yep. We're trying to get Jeff down here, get him active, and get him feeling better, looking better. At Max Fit Sports Nutrition, where are you located?
On 23rd Street, Del Coronado Village. I'm there every day, 2 to 7. I know peptides are hot, so if you want to learn a little bit more, you can come talk to me. I'm there Monday through Friday, Saturday, 2 to 5. I'll be there this Saturday, 10 to 5, because we have our bodybuilding show. I'm covering the store. My girls are going to be out there doing samples at the show, so you can go grab some free samples at Arnold. Morning show starts at 8:30. Night show starts at 5. You can't get tickets at the door. Arnold High School Riptide Classic. We're about to have Kimberly here in the next segment after we talk to Jeff again about Auburn.
Awesome. Jeff, well, we want to go ahead and get into the Auburn update, but I got a couple questions. I want to talk to you about recruiting, and it looks like today what's happening is breaking news that James Pace III, Elite 4-star edge rusher, is announcing his commitment today. What are your thoughts on how Auburn's going with their recruiting class? Looks like they're doing pretty good.
Well, it's pretty incredible. I think Golish certainly had to hit the ground running, and he's made an impact. And he's been getting guys from like all various parts of the country. He got a 3-star safety from Hyattsville, Maryland, who chose Auburn over Penn State, Virginia Tech, and Syracuse. I think he's got. Prior to today, he had 8 4-stars and 11 3-stars. Yeah. And so...
Nate Campbell being one of them.
Yeah, no, he's doing great. He's doing a really good job. And, he's gotten guys to flip from schools like Georgia and Miami. So, you got to take your hat off to him. I think he's really done a pretty good job.
They landed a big-time running back for Miami. Miami wanted him big time. What was his name? He's a big kid. Almost reminds me of Fletcher down there they have now. He's a high 4, maybe 5-star kid. Was his name Miles Cook or something? Big-time running back. I can't remember his name, though. But they stole him from Miami. Really wanted him. It's not one of those guys. He had a temporary offer, and he was a 1B type offer. That was
Kingston Miles?
Maybe. Big-time player, though. It was a big get for Auburn.
Yeah, and he was in Mobile Tuesday night, and they asked him about, his recruiting success and all of that, and is it more difficult to recruit now? And NIL age and all that. And he said, well, yeah, I mean, it's different than the way it used to be, but, there's still some things that, that these young guys, want, and they want a positive experience. They want to know that, they want to know that somebody's real and genuine, and I think he's convinced, these guys that, he's for real. What he's done at South Florida, and I think he's convinced them that, man, with the resources I had at South Florida, and now the resources I'm going to have at Auburn, I mean, we're going to be able to blow this thing through the roof and just really take off. So, I think he's sold these guys on that, and that's why he's having the success he's having.
And that kid's name was Myson Johnson-Cook. He's rated the number 4 running back in the country, number 50 overall.
Where's he out of?
St. Louis, Missouri. So that's a national recruit. Big time Miami. Miami wanted him bad. Threw a big bag at him. They just out-recruited him.
There's a talk, too, that I don't know if it's true or not. We heard this, and I forgot who told me, but Auburn baseball, they got a kid that's committed to him out here at South Walton. His daddy's the head baseball coach. This kid is the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
He, that Mr. Florida baseball player, they're saying that somebody at Auburn's coming up with a big, nice package to keep him to come to Auburn instead of being drafted. But I keep hearing he's going to be drafted high, and I don't think even they can match that kind of money if you're drafted
you wouldn't
real high.
If he's top 20, you're not going to match that.
Yeah.
I mean, plus, you're talking years contract that's going to, probably be upwards of 15 to 20 million.
Life-changing money.
Right. Yeah. If he's second, third rounder, which I don't see. This kid was top 5 nationally in MVP voting for Max Preps. I mean,
he won everything, yeah. 6'6". He looked at that freshman pitcher from Texas, 6'6", 250, 260. I want to ask you before we get off today, I've been thinking about this. Pick me 3 players from Auburn history who you would pick as your starting quarterback from Auburn all time. It could be Pat Sullivan, it could be Cam Newton, whoever, running back and receiver. I'm going to give you mine. I'm going to hear yours, then we can talk about and argue over it. Quarterback, Cam Newton's for me. It's one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen. Running back is not even close. Bo Jackson, the greatest athlete that ever lived. And number 3, I watched him play high school football when I was growing up, and I wanted to be like him. From play at Robert E. Lee, Terry Beasley.
Markellius McGillicuddy?
No.
Okay.
Terry was an unbelievable player in high school, like a man playing with grown kids. And Lee won the state championship, I believe, the year he was there. We had won it a couple years. No, we'd won it 2 or 3 at Lanier, and then Lee won the next 2, our big rivals to school. But I watched him play in high school, and then I watched him play in college. He was incredible. That's my 3 top players at those positions. I'm just curious who yours are, because you've watched them since 1983, really strong. So who do you like in those 3 positions?
No, my mind was kind of racing when you asked that question, and then you started going down the list, and I think I don't think anyone would argue with those 3. After Terry Beasley passed away, we interviewed Dick Schmaltz, who played on that 71 team with Terry, and we were talking about him, and he said the thing that people kind of underestimated about him and maybe went underappreciated was how fast Terry Beasley was.
He was amazing.
Blistering speed. Yeah. And you look at the highlights, and it's amazing how, Sullivan would throw the ball up, and it wouldn't always be like right there.
Yeah.
And how many times Beasley had to kind of spin and turn and all that, and to kind of adjust to the ball. And how you see a lot of receivers have a hard time making a catch like that, these days. He made more catches like that than you can count. And then the way he gave up his body, going over the middle was just legendary. And I mean, he put it all on the line for Auburn. He really did.
Remember when they were coming out of high school? I remember all the talk. Suge Jordan really did a great job that year. He got Pat, he got Terry, and that's 2 of the 3 best players in the entire state of Alabama in the South. And Alabama didn't get them, Auburn did. And the running back, was Johnny Musso. Auburn did get the running back. I mean, Alabama did get the running back. But do you remember that? I can still remember that, and I was young.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, when we had backyard games when I was 11 or 12, I mean, it was pretty people were like fought over, well, I'm Pat Sullivan. I'm Terry Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Johnny Musso, and all that. I mean, no one ever fought about, being Joe LeBou or Gusty Yearout or anything like that. Everybody fought over who's going to be Pat Sullivan, who was going to be Terry Beasley, who was going to be Johnny Musso, and it was just those were tremendous.
And
players.
You grew up.
Was
that you were in North Alabama, right? When you grew up, North Alabama.
Yep. Good Hope. Yep.
Yeah. In Montgomery, they were saying that about me. They wanted to grow up and be like me. The city. If you live in Montgomery, you want
men
to be.
Still do. What are you talking about?
They said, "You see his hands? He's got great hands."
Coach, did you? Now there have been several like jersey uniform, looks over the years. I want to ask you. Well, let me ask you first. Did you like Auburn's look with like the net thing? I don't know what you call it. I don't know, not fishnet, but it's just kind of that.
Coach Jordan.
Tearaway, rip-away.
Yeah, Coach Jordan had those. You can see the see-through ones.
Yeah, see-through.
Yeah, they were. Those were okay.
Were you a fan of the tearaways?
Well, when you try to tackle those people at Alabama, it wasn't easy to tackle them when they had those things on. They could afford to have as many uniforms they wanted or jerseys. At Southern Mississippi, we had to have the stuff that lasted. We couldn't have tearaways there.
Better than putting Vaseline on them.
Yeah.
One game that I'll never forget is the '72 Orange Bowl. I think it was when Nebraska just clocked Alabama 38-6.
God.
And they put Butch Hobson in there for mop-up duty. Do you remember this? And he played like the last 6 or 7 minutes, and they were just tearing him apart like limb from limb. And at the end of the day, all he had left was his shoulder pads.
Yeah. I
that's
remember
all
that
he
game.
had left, man.
Jeff,
I was so impressed with that guy.
Not only Alabama got embarrassed. I remember the end of the year. It was it wasn't Michigan, Ohio State. It was all about Nebraska, Oklahoma, Alabama, Auburn. Top 4 teams, all 4 of them. And Thanksgiving weekend, we beat Auburn, and then Nebraska in a close game beat Oklahoma. So everybody thought this is going to be pretty cool. Oklahoma and Auburn are going to play in the Sugar Bowl, Alabama, Nebraska in the Orange Bowl, and we both get destroyed by the Big 8. Was it with the Big 12, Big 8, whatever they were called back then?
Probably the Big 8 back then.
Big 8,
yeah. They were good.
Yeah,
that 71 Nebraska team was one of the best I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, so great. Yeah. Yeah, I think Oklahoma had Jack Mildren and Greg Pruitt, and Nebraska had Johnny Rogers. Johnny Rogers was like one of the most amazing football players I've ever seen.
And Glover, that nose guard, nobody could block him.
They were good.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable. Yeah. Well, listen, Jeff, we got to go. Jeff, we won't talk to you next Friday. We'll all be out next Friday. We're going to start our traditional. We take the week off before the 4th of July. So you hang in there, tell Jamie we say hello, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Well, Coach, I hope you get to feeling better. Happy Father's Day to y'all.
Oh, yeah. Happy Father's Day to you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Jeff Spiegel, ABC 3340. Man, myth, and the legend. All right, guys, ESPN Radio 104.3, ESPN Northwest Florida. Coach James Hale Show. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with Kim Lee Sellers.
She'll get here. If not, we'll talk a little college football.
A little football.
Or college baseball.
It's here. The 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app version 2.0. Now featuring ultra high fidelity. You'll feel like you're in the game. Plus, more opportunities to win weekly prizes from local businesses when you click it to win it. Download the 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app today at Google Play or the Apple Store.
KLA Builders is a general contractor based in Panama City Beach, specializing in home remodeling, renovations, and custom projects. KLA Builders offers services like kitchen and bathroom remodels, deck construction, and full home renovations. With a focus on craftsmanship and personalized service for residential projects, KLA Builders is turning client visions into reality. For a free estimate, call KLA Builders, 850-960-5115. That's 850-960-5115.
Buy gold and put some silver in your pocket. I know what you're thinking. Everything's expensive right now. How am I going to buy gold? It's Ron Paul. Nowadays, a lot of things are out of your control, but there is something you can do right now to diversify your retirement, and it doesn't cost you anything out of pocket. My friends at Birch Gold Group will help you convert an IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold, a time-tested hedge against inflation. Plus, in honor of America 250, Birch Gold is going to give you a special America 250 1-ounce silver round for every $10,000 you purchase by July 2nd. Text the word SECURE to the number 989898 to get a free info kit from Birch Gold and claim eligibility for this limited time offer. Again, text the word SECURE to 989898 today.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Bonafide and qualified.
Live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
Certified.
From the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, I'm Kyle Vandergriff here at the Coach James Hale Show, ESPN Radio, Northwest Florida, 104.3. And we have a special guest today. This is Kim Lee Sellers. She's owner of MPC Riptide. And on Saturday, they have two events for the weightlifting competition. Bodybuilding competition. Sorry about that.
It's one event. It's just two sessions.
Two sessions of one event.
Right. So the morning show starts at 8:30. You can't get tickets at the door. That's when the decisions are made. The judges make their calls on who's going to win, who's going to lose. And then the night show is kind of like a show of the athletes. They do their routines, and it's a big event and a lot of good music, good competitors. You get to see everybody do their routines. So the night show starts at 5:30.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. So the night show starts at 4 o'clock. You can't get tickets at the door. It's at Arnold High School. But we do have Kim Lee here today. How you doing?
Hey, Kim. Good seeing you again.
Thanks for having me.
You look great.
Thank you.
Everybody on YouTube can see. We'll give a wave.
So this year's a little special, and I want you to touch on that a little bit because I know this year's been a long year and everything that's happened. But, this is a special event, and we want you to be able to talk about that and kind of relay what that means to you.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
So this has been just the most, I'm just very, very, it's been awesome.
Yeah.
So just the support from everybody coming in, just get me to where I am right now, making this event just special. It's just I'm very humbled about it.
Right.
But I put a lot of heart, just a passion, and you're going to be able to feel the passion that I put into this sport, not only because we had a passion for the sport, but just for the reason this time it's been just everything I did, I put thought to it. For the athletes, but for Vic also, it's going to be a moment of the passion he had for it. I want to put that passion back into this today and every day, but to live the legacy that he had for what meant so much to him. So
is this an official memorial tournament, or
it's just a regular
annual tournament?
It's an annual every single year.
One is on.
Every single year we have this show.
Okay.
And he's the one who promoted it. He started doing this, and I did it for the last 7 years with him. He did most of it. So me doing it by myself this time, I'm like, I know what it takes to do it by yourself. So, but I really wanted to do it by myself and prove that this was going to be something that really came from my heart, on top of because it just really meant so much to both of us, and for him especially because he had been doing it for such a long time, and he just had been such a big part of the bodybuilding industry itself, with judging and traveling and having 2 of his shows that he promotes, and I'm going to just keep doing it. I mean, for them to be able to allow me to take it and run with it is a very, very, very awesome opportunity for me.
And I'm sure there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, right? So do you have a good support to help you with all that?
I have so much support. We have always had the best team.
Give some shout outs. Give some love
We
to
have
them.
so much team. Just the judging panel that we normally have. It's North Florida District, so we have
There you go.
everyone in North Florida District. There's 3 districts in Florida, and we have the head judge, Tony Curtis, and he really does have a passion also and loves doing this. He's been doing it for over 30 years. He's been doing it forever. Like forever.
Oh yeah.
He's really cool.
Yeah.
But just from expediting the show, it takes a team to put this on. Not only that, but the community itself, sponsors. We all get together and we really want to leave and lead a lot of these athletes to what they love to do, and we set the stage for them. And if we can do it the best that we can, and then we want to do that. We want to give them the best experience.
And I do want to explain, this is a little bit different this year. Obviously, Kimberly and Vic were a big part of the bodybuilding community. Everybody loved Vic. And I know people say this all the time after somebody passes. Everybody thought Vic is a friend. If you talked to him for 5 minutes, Vic thought you were a friend. You thought Vic was a friend. One of the coolest dudes I know. And we may have only passed by a few times a year, but every time we had really good conversations. I felt like he was like somebody I've known for 20 years. He was that type of guy.
I was saying this the other day, that there's certain people that you meet in life where you may only run across them a few times a year, but every time you talk to them, you have like a deep, meaningful conversation, and you leave that conversation better.
Yeah, and you're always like, man, that was a good person.
Yeah.
That was really, I hope I see that guy again.
And so they cared. And that's the point with Vic. It's not somebody that's just saying something maybe to pass you by.
Yeah.
The dude wanted to know who you were, how you were, and he deeply loved bodybuilding. So that's why we want to make this special. This is a memorial for him. Unfortunately, he did pass away last year. He's been on the show. Both him and Kimberly have great people. We've had him on the show numerous times. We've had a lot of great feedback from the people that listen and also went to the show. So we do want to make this special. So if you can get out there on Saturday, like I said, the morning show starts at 8:30. That's where you see the really judging and see what's going to go on. The night show, you get to see all these competitors do their routines. So and then you'll get to see who wins first, second, third. You'll get to see the overall winners. They have a DJ. We got sponsorships. We'll have a booth out there. We've been giving away the gift bags for years. Yes. We've had a great relationship with Kimberly and Vic over the years, and the NPC. So, but we want a lot of people to come out. If you're in the area, Arnold has a phenomenal facility. We've used it a number of times. We've kind of bounced back and forth between there and Bay High the last few contests, but Arnold's got a great facility.
Yeah, last year it was at Bay High.
Yeah. That's so right. Both facilities are great. This year it's at Arnold, so I think it's a great venue. That's where we've done it more times, I believe. So, but they've got a lot of great competitors. We get a lot of people that come in MaxFit. They're doing their in-bodies. People come from all over the country.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask. You got some people coming from some
we got some really,
decent
really
distances.
strong athletes flying in and visiting and really putting their heart and soul into this day. So working up the last 6 months, all I can think of is like, wow, this day's finally here.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. So
do you guys have like a the night before? Which I guess would be tonight. Do you guys have like a meeting of the contestants and have like a meet and greet kind of thing?
So we'll have like athletes meetings, and that's mandatory. They all come, they get their number, they check in, make sure their classes are correct. So we get together and we do all that stuff. So athletes do kind of mingle and kind of get together for that.
Now, is this competition based on age, on body weight, on height? What's it based on?
That's a loaded question.
Yes.
And the answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There's categories, and each category might have, different, like ages 35 and over, 45 and over.
So that would be a
master
master's
division.
class.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And you got open. It's just open to everybody, but you qualify. The top 2 go to nationals, and when you go to nationals, you get your pro card. So there's little stages to it. But
and then bikinis by height. So there's divisions that based on how tall you are. Classic, it goes by weight. So there's a weight cap for classic.
The answer, like you say, is yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So each individual.
You're not very tall, and you certainly don't weigh
It's very detailed, for sure.
But you can win your class.
organized.
Say she's in class A for bikini, and there's a class B, and the winners of that will actually compete to see who the overall winner is, the winner of the whole show. So you can win your division, and that's a great accomplishment. And then the winners of each division will actually compete see who the overall best is. So it's really exciting. If you've never been, you got to at least go to one. And if there's one you could go to, come out and support this one, because it is something special this year for all of us, because not only for Kim Lee, but the rest of us who also love Vic and appreciated what he did for the bodybuilding community. So, and there's a lot of great competitors. It's not just because of that. You're going to see some really lean and big, and I've seen some pictures of some guys that have been posting that are doing the shows, and there's some very, very, very good, high quality bodybuilders coming to Panama City to really put their physique on the line and see who's the best. So it'll be exciting. If you can't make that morning show, which I know a lot of people may not be able to get out there at 8:30, 4 o'clock, come out there to Arnold High School and get a ticket at the door. You can get right in, and there's VIP tickets. You'll be able to meet us with the Max Fit booth. We're handing out samples. So it'll be a fun event. There's a lot of other vendors that I'm sure she wanted to touch on and give some appreciation to.
There's a couple more. There's an I believe it's called MHC. It's a center for hormone therapy.
Okay.
That's very important.
Fitness Junkie's always been a big.
Fitness Junkie is a huge one.
Yeah.
They've always been so consistent and loving. Remax, just where Vic worked.
Yeah.
Treasure Island Marina, Max Fit. I mean, this show is just going to be amazing. I just keep having this visual, and it's just going to be awesome.
Do you guys have social media handle where? What are those?
Well, we have 850fitproductions.com is the website. The IG is 850fitproductions.
Okay.
So if you go on that, and then we have NPC Riptide Classic on Facebook.
NPC Riptide Classic on Facebook.
Yep. So you got to reach out and do all those things. It's gonna be great. The overall trophies, I was just going back and forth. I was like, I gotta have something different.
Right.
And I went
swords.
back and forth, but whenever I got them in, I stared at the box for 3 hours, and then I was like. And I opened them, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It just pulled the whole show together.
Right. Yeah.
It just pulled it together.
So what are you giving away for the overall? If you want to give it away first.
So it is going to be. It's actually a Riptide glass. It's a glass Riptide wave.
Okay.
Oh,
but it's glass
nice.
and it's on a stance, and it stands up, and it's a big wave, and it stands about this tall, and it's really heavy.
As opposed to a traditional trophy.
So I didn't want to do a trophy.
I
didn't want to do a trophy
No,
because
that's way
I knew
better.
that the first place people that are going to be in overall were getting a trophy. So I didn't want to give them another trophy.
Right,
So I was like,
yeah.
no. They're going to get something that's meaningful to this Riptide. It represents it, the colors. So the backdrop's different. I changed that. I made the shirts his favorite color, blue.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I represented the medals bigger, so I made the medals really big. I mean, you can put them on a little stand.
Yeah, yeah.
I made him big because he's big, and
Right.
just everything I did thought for him. So
Right.
he'd be so proud right now.
So one of the funny things is they used to give away swords, not just her, but other shows for the overall winners, like a gladiator, a real sword. But the NPC started to say you can't give those away because if people lose and you got a sword in your hand, you might reach over and just whack somebody's head off. I don't know why they didn't do that. We've never had an issue with that. But these are some really, really cool overall trophies, and the trophies in general are really cool. I mean, the overall ones are really
The
nice.
bags that you give out, everyone's like, wow. Every time you do your shows, your bags are awesome. And Jason puts those together, and they get hooked up, and they just love them.
So the competitors will get a meal prep backpack, and they will be filled with some different supplements. We got some raw nutrition, RTDs. We got some really cool new energy drinks. The 7-Up one that's made by Ghost. We got some Gorilla Mine root beer ones. We got some really cool Wicked Cuts beef jerky, protein jerkies in there. So we fill it up and make it almost like a trick or treat bag, but they'll get a real meal prep backpack that isn't the cheapest thing in the world. It's going to be very good quality. So at least when you come down and you do one of Kimley's or Chris and Marianne's in the future, which she co-promotes that as well, you're going to get something out of it, not feel like you just paid a bunch of money and received nothing. So we try to do a really good job, especially this year because of Vic and everything. We try to make those bags really special this year.
Awesome. Well, Kim, I appreciate you coming by. We're going to go ahead and get ready for a break. But this is MPC Riptide. It's going to be at Arnold Saturday. There's one event, but two sessions. Morning at 8 o'clock and then afternoon at 4 o'clock at Arnold High School. It's at the gym.
Yep, and you get the tickets at the door. All right, guys. Coach Hale Show, ESPN Radio 104.3. ESPN Radio 104.3. I'm Kyle Vandegrift.
Woo-hoo.
Are you tired of little radio stations with little signals that drop off at the edge of town?
She did say.
Oh, bless their hearts. This is the most powerful sports signal in the Panhandle. You've found the Sports Talk Monster. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Likely thunderstorms and partly cloudy this afternoon, an evening with a high near 86, and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Light sprinkles and a chance of thunderstorms tonight, and a temperature of 81. About the same tomorrow, around 85, with a variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms. A possibility of thunderstorms Sunday, and very warm around 86. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Take the hassle out of pool ownership with Tropical Spas and Pools. Their weekly pool cleaning service covers it all. Water testing, chemicals, brushing, vacuuming, and a full equipment checkup, so you can just relax and enjoy. Ready to upgrade your backyard? They specialize in hot tub spas from entry-level to executive models, starting at $6,599. Plus, above-ground pools like an 18-foot round starting at just $4,295. Visit Tropical Spas and Pools, 3612 West 23rd Street in Panama City.
For many people living with hemophilia, everyday activities can sometimes come with a risk of unexpected bleeds, and over time can lead to lasting damage, impacting mobility and independence. Today, the conversation around care is shifting from bleed management to proactive protection and joint health. Experts say treatment advancements are helping patients maintain higher levels of clotting factor for longer, reducing the risk of breakthrough bleeds that can contribute to joint damage. While some approaches focus on less frequent treatment, doctors emphasize that protection between doses and maintaining sufficient levels of clotting factor may be key to helping patients stay active long-term. To learn more about a different hemophilia treatment option, visit managinghemophilia.com and talk to your healthcare provider about whether it is right for you. Sponsored by Sanofi.
Rebilling here.
If you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Nick Saban can kiss my...
Uncompromising sports talk lives here. Now back to the J. Michaels studio. It's the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Coach James Hale Show on the air. Final segment of the week. Take it over, guys.
All right, Kim, since we were just talking about soccer and World Cup, I'm going to go right back to it. So, did you watch last night's game at all?
I watched some of it. Because
Mexico.
we were at Peppers. Only because we were at Peppers and they were all screaming at the screen.
Nice. That's one of our sponsors there.
That's one of our sponsors. Matter of fact, let's give a shout out to Peppers. They got great salsa.
Yeah, good drink.
I'm taking
y'all were on the beach? You went to the new beach one?
And I'm taking the judges after check-ins to Peppers
tonight. Well, look at Peppers getting a bunch of shout outs.
Yeah.
I'm going to send them
check
an
out
invoice.
the Peppers new one right there on Back Beach now, man.
Yeah. They also have the location on MLK.
77 right down in beautiful Panama City.
Go right in there, get me some salsa and some guac. I'm trying to watch my figure. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about competing next year, Kim.
Just get in the mirror and watch it. It's good.
Trying.
I got to work this back fat off, though. This one side is just it's getting out of control.
Well, there's your bodybuilding coach right there.
Exactly. I need all the help I can get. I
Oh,
promise you that.
Zempic.
Oh, Zempic. Yeah.
That's not a bodybuilding coach.
That's not a bodybuilding. Yeah, how am I going to do that?
Don't do it.
Right.
But
eat healthy, work out.
USA plays today at 2:00 against Australia. Are you excited?
Yeah.
So excited. I hear the enthusiasm.
So busy right now.
Hey, I grew up playing soccer.
You did?
And then I dated a guy for 4 years at soccer, and we went to USA in France like a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
World Cup. That was really, really
I will say this.
crazy.
I know how hard it is to promote these shows. I doubt she's going to be able to
I
watch
know,
a soccer game
you know
today.
how busy I am
today,
right now?
I'm going to have I don't know. I have assistants right now.
Yeah.
So once you get done with the competition this weekend, what are you doing to decompress?
I don't know.
Have you thought about it?
This day, all I could think about was like this day was coming. I need to get after it. I think I'm going to go. I'm just going to relax. But really, honestly, I'm going to Nashville next weekend.
Nice.
There you go. A little Nash Vegas action.
Nash Vegas.
Let's
It was my
go.
daughter's 22nd birthday, so
cool.
we're
Nice.
finally
Gonna go down Broadway, hit up all the
A little
bars.
bit.
Yes,
A little
absolutely.
bit. A little honky tonkin'.
Yeah.
What's the best
Dancing.
spot?
Little honky tonkin'
What's
with the
best spot in
gals.
Nashville to go to.
I don't know. I like Jason Aldean's.
Yeah.
That one's really cool. Kid Rock is really cool.
What was it? Florida Georgia Line one?
I haven't been to that one.
That was
I
in
think
Florida,
that-
Georgia.
No.
Oh.
And then I think Jelly Roll opened up one.
Mhm.
I haven't been to that one
I
yet.
haven't either.
Yeah, Nash Vegas is fun. It's too fun. You can only go for a weekend. You got to leave.
I can't. I can only go for 2 days.
2 days. Yeah, that's it. Weekend.
Like,
That's
you know,
it.
it's
I
like-
got to come back. I got to get back to reality. There's too much. That's not because it's not real.
Right.
Right. That's not real life.
No,
You
that's
know?
where you go to escape real life.
Yeah, for
So.
sure. That'd be good for you to decompress. I'm sure that this is, it takes a lot to put something like this on this event, especially,
Yeah.
this particular event with everything.
It's like putting all my time and my energy and like my thought into it. So
Yeah.
afterwards, I'm like, whoa, what am I gonna do?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the way I feel it works sometimes. You work, and then all of a sudden you get a
Yeah.
little time off, and you're like, what am I going to do with my time?
At that point, I kind of got to put my toes in the sand.
Yeah.
A little bit, A little sun on my face, a little toes in the sand.
Where could we find a beach around here?
A little non-alcoholic cocktail.
Mm. What is that?
A mocktail.
Oh, okay. Like a Shirley Temple?
Yeah, like a Shirley with an umbrella.
Like a water.
I got to be a good boy.
There you go.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Give me a
talk
double
about-
shot of that H2O.
Talk about a couple of the judges.
On the rocks.
You guys got a lot of good judges here. I know they're very close to you guys, travel around and do a lot of shows. So talk a little
Tony
about that.
Curtis, he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
He's actually the North Florida chairman, and he is usually there at every single show up here at least.
And he's the one that's been judging for.
He's the one over 30 years. Yeah,
30
him
years.
and Vic were like best friends. And then we have Mike Matassa. He's all over the place. He's got a couple like radio station podcast stuff down south in Daytona. And he's been doing it for a while too, probably a good 20 years.
Yeah.
And all of them have a background in bodybuilding or competing of
Right.
some sort. So this year I have Marianne. So Marianne's
cool.
going to be judging at the table, and Chris is going to be expediting, Chris McMullen. And they've been amazing. I just love them. I love them. We've loved them forever.
Great
Like
people.
whenever they wanted that show, I was like,
Yeah.
they're just cool people. They're gonna be promoting with me the NPC Iron Breed Classic.
And that's
October
in October.
10th.
So
Yes.
sponsors, Peppers,
Yes,
she's,
we need sponsors for this.
TK Vandy.
Yeah.
TK Vandy will
We need
sponsor.
lots of sponsors.
And it's a great show to sponsor. We
You
do
know,
a lot
I'm
of-
very vain. I like my name on everything. Okay? I just want to
Well,
throw
this is
that
a
out
great
there.
opportunity because you get a lot of people that are into fitness. Actually, they do spend money. They come here from all over the country.
What's good, if you get somebody that's more disciplined and responsible, most likely they're going to pay their bill.
Right.
You know?
And it's not a cheap sport to do. You got to really love this sport.
James is over there laughing and shaking his head.
Yep. Pay your bills, people. Pay your bills.
Pay your bills, people.
But yes, and also there's going to be a lot of good sponsors out there as well too, and the show.
Now, where is that one going to be? Have y'all got a location?
That one is going to be at the Atlantis. Is it the Atlantis?
I think it's the Sally
Yeah.
Mae building. Is that
It's
what they
the
call it?
Atlantis down in Lynn Haven. And it's a big center,
like a
and so we're
25,000
building.
Yeah, that's you're talking about the old Sally Mae building.
Right.
So Todd Neves is coming in, and he's building the stage for us. So we've got
awesome.
like the
Yeah,
stage
we love
already
Todd.
getting ready.
Shout out to
So-
Neves Media.
Yeah, he was really cool. I talked to him yesterday. He's going to come and put some things on my stage for a minute. But yeah,
And I
it's
know
gonna be
there's
really
a
cool.
lot of good competitors come here. I got a couple of friends that are bodybuilding coaches, have 5-6 people come. I know Elliot Durham's got a few guys coming
Right,
in. I know
right.
John Baramita. Shout out to John. He's a great local coach here. He's got a
Yeah.
lot of guys coming in. Christopher Steele, I mean, he's a guy that works with Max Fit. He's going to be in the show. He's John's
Looks
one
really
of John's
good.
clients. Yeah, he looks really good. So we just want to give a shout out to them. I do want to give a shout out to Mia Salaveria. She's actually competing at Nationals this weekend. On
Oh, wow.
Saturday.
Super
She's
excited.
Where's that
actually
at?
In Nashville or Chattanooga, maybe?
Yeah, Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. So that's a national show. She's actually competing for her pro card. So
She
if she
looks
wins the
fabulous.
show, she looks amazing. She works out at Fitness Junkie, another sponsor of the show. So
Yeah,
we do want to give a shout out
congratulations
for
to
her
her.
because she is at that level that she could really win her pro card this time. She looks great. So we're hoping that she does. That's a huge accomplishment. And only one person per class gets their pro card. So it's one of the hardest things you can
Yeah.
do in the sport. And of course,
Yes.
you know that. And chasing
Oh
your
my
pro card.
gosh.
She's a pro herself. So
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
yeah, so that's
like
super
especially when you get
exciting.
second, and you get second, you're like,
Right.
Yeah.
And I did want to give a shout out to one of my employees. She's going to be doing an all-natural show in Pittsburgh in 2 weeks, Courtney Fagley. So,
what does an all-natural show mean?
So the NPC doesn't test or do anything. The natural shows actually do testing and lie detector tests to make sure that you're not taking anything for advantages or enhancements.
Okay.
So there's girls that like to go that direction. There's some people that just want to, see who has the best physique overall no matter what.
Yeah.
That's who people that compete in the NPC. A lot of the girls compete in both. I mean, it's not everybody on the NPCs taking enhancements. Not everybody needs to, especially if you're bikini or something of that nature. So, but she chose to go that route. She's trying to get her pro card in that route, and before she starts competing in NPC. So she's been great for us, a great employee. I got two great girls that work for me with her and Sia. Sia's already an IFBB pro. She won her pro card at the Arnold in Columbus last year, which was a huge show. So that's a big feather in her
so
cap.
happy for her.
And she's got a bright future in the sport. She's still young. She's a wellness competitor. She's got them Venezuelan genetics. So.
She's got a lot of determination.
Yeah,
right there.
she's driven,
determined.
very driven. So, but just one last time, give a shout out to the show. What time can people get their tickets? And
So the NPC Riptide Classic, it's going to be this weekend, Saturday. It's going to be at Hale Blackburn Center at Arnold High School. First session will be at 8:30. It's pre-judging, and then we'll have finals at 4. Tickets are going to be up front. You can come and get your tickets. Anybody's welcome. Just be there. It's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be beautiful, and just so many people in the communities coming together. And just we cannot do this without the community and the sponsors here. And I just want to thank each and every one of them. They're just.
And go ahead and give your handles out one more time.
So 850 Fit Productions. So IG is 850 Fit Productions, and then we got NPC Riptide Classic for Facebook. Yes.
Perfect.
And you can follow the MaxFit pages. We do share all their stuff and promote them as well. So if that's easier too, but you'll be able to follow them and us at the same time because we share all the information that they put out on the shows. And there's future shows, not only for at the end of this year, but next year. So we're going to have. They have a lot of great plans, maybe about expos and some other things that will be involved maybe in that later show. So just kind of join the pages and find out. It's going to be exciting. They're going to build this thing up and do a lot of great things here for the community.
Yes, MaxFit in August is going to be great.
Yeah.
Also, it's going to be it's pro and amateurs, so it's a pro show. So you're going to have the pro shows and the amateurs all day long, and then it's going to be like an expo, anything from clothing,
Supplements,
supplements, and
they even have some other things there that I don't even know.
They
had an aerodynamic car there one time.
They had tattoo artists.
They had a tattoo artist.
2 tattoo artists in the lobby doing tattoos till like midnight.
Yeah,
it's just crazy. You just never know, and they've got a lot of good stuff happening then too. So it's gonna be great. So.
Awesome. All right, Riptide Classic. Y'all go there, Arnold. Saturday. Everybody, y'all have a good weekend. See you.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
We're up to the